So you got your start in and around the DC area, right? At some point, I'm sure you end up moving outside of the DMV area,
The,
comedy wise.
I was in D.C. for the first maybe 6 months
Okay.
when I first started. I was just getting out of the military, and I had got accepted to VCU.
Okay.
So I'm on my way to Richmond at that point. So I'm like, damn, should I move? I'm just getting into it, you know. So I get down to Richmond. I'm down in Richmond for about a year, you know. I'm down there going back and forth. I used to work at the MCV because I was an X-ray tech in the military.
Mm-hmm.
So I already had my license to be an X-ray tech, but I was trying to. At the time, I was thinking I'm gonna go to radiation science school and possibly be a PA,
Yeah.
physician assistant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's pretty much the same thing as a doctor, like a nurse practitioner. You
Oh
know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that was my plan. I'm like, all right, I gotta find something to make six figures.
Yeah. No doubt.
That was my thing.
No
You know what
doubt.
I'm saying?
No
I'm like,
doubt.
okay, I got my GI Bill. So at the time, so I'm still. I'm 6 to 8 months into comedy. I go to this audition up in DC for BET Comic View.
Mm-hmm.
Rock that joint.
Right.
Like 3 days later, they call me.
Here's my question: when you audition for something like for Comic View, right? Is
Uh,
it's just a couple people in the room, or is it
no, they bring it into a
they bring an
crowd.
audience and everything?
They bring your audience in,
Okay.
and it's like 30 of us.
Yeah.
And everybody getting like 3 or 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about learning how to what they call showcase.
Mm-hmm.
I can take my whole hour of comedy and put it into like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And throw nothing but haymakers and nothing but just gut busters for 8 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand how to do that
Mm-hmm.
and understand joke selection. So I get put on Comic View. So now this done messed my head up in
So
college.
how long from the time you
I
started
started the first
comedy?
time I did that DC Comic View, that DC Comedian of the Year contest, till I got called for Comic View was about 7 months.
Damn.
I got on TV in 7 months.
And they didn't have bums on there back
No,
then.
no,
Man.
this when Ricky Smiley was hosting.
This is yeah. That's
Ricky
the
Smiley
big
was the
time, man.
host. Oh yeah, this back when BET only paid me $150. $150. Get yourself to Atlanta. No hotel room. $150. Me and my brother get in the car. We out.
Yeah.
So they put us. It's like a big cattle call. It's like maybe 100 of us in this little room.
At the down in
Atlanta.
Okay.
Down in
Yeah.
Atlanta at the atrium.
Mm-hmm.
First time I'm back, I'm nervous. My heart beating like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Now that I look back at it, I look around the room. The room that I'm in is Cat Williams. This before he blow.
This when he was just
He's
another comedian on
another
the bill,
comedian.
just doing the same thing you do.
Long tails, teeth raggedy.
Right.
So I'm looking around the room now. Now that I'm playing it back in my mind, I'm looking around the room. Now I see who I'm with. You know what I'm saying? It's the Kevin Hart's, the Cat Williams,
High level caliber comedians.
D. Ray Davis's.
Right.
You know, everybody that you see on TV now, they in this room back then. They young bucks too, though. They don't. They nervous too. We are because back then it's the Ricky Smileys. They killing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The old heads is killing them. Cedric the Entertainer, because they still young at this point. They in their maybe early 40s,
Yeah.
putting their foot in the crowd ass.
Right. Right.
Ricky Smiley out there killing it and getting ready to bring you out there to do your little
From
3 minutes.
Culpeper, Virginia.
From Culpeper, Virginia. He did. I don't know if anybody remember when he did the kickball coach on Comic View when he had the big shoe on, made it look like he had one leg shorter than the other.
I don't remember.
And he was this dude named Coach McAfee. And he had one leg and he was the kickball champion of the world. He kicked this ball with his big ass orthopedic shoe on. When I say the whole room got tore down, the whole room, he was high-fiving niggas and people is falling out their chair. The lady said, "You ready?" I said, "No, I ain't ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready."
Right.
But it's go time. You know what I'm saying? She's like, "You ready?" I'm like, God.
How do you follow?
I'm
up
only
something
7 months
that?
in. I'm like, God damn. They called me out there, and I ain't gonna lie, I did okay, guys. I did not rip that shit.
Yeah.
I did all right. I rode the wave. I finished my time. It was kind of weird. Everybody was like, he was all right. You know, they even called me by my first name. That's how I knew they was gonna fuck my shit up. I get there, they didn't call me by my name. I didn't put on my tax shit. They didn't say Frederick Scott, Tuesday. I said, God damn. I said, oh man, last time they called me Frederick Scott was like 9 years old in Little League Baseball. I'm like, oh, it just took my spirit from me right then. I was like, damn. So Even like people don't even realize that the first time they put me on TV, when they showed me on Comic View, people still don't remember. It said Fred Scott on that
I
bitch.
didn't even know that was your first name. That's what F.
Yeah,
Alex Scott is.
yeah, that's what F. Alex Frederick Alexander Scott.
I had no idea.
Yeah, they
Hey,
put Fred Scott on that bitch.
let me ask you. Moving on to later into your career, right?
Mm.
I've heard you talk. I follow you. I've known you a long time, and I've been following you on social media for quite a while. And you always have stories, interesting stories. You never can tell if a comedian is telling the truth
Yeah, yeah,
or he
yeah.
just embellishing stuff
Bullshit.
just
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah.
it funny. So I've heard stories about you being homeless in New
Oh
York
yeah.
City
Oh
and
yeah.
going to LA and
Oh,
struggling like
oh
most
yeah.
people do when they go there. Can you talk about some of this stuff when you traveled out?
Like I said, now looking back at it, I'm thinking, I get on Comic View when I left Richmond,
Right.
but I'm dealing with this PTSD thing. A lot of people don't know that. I had some issues going on, and that's the reason I got out the military.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm dealing with this. I'm down in Richmond. I'm at the point. The chick I had been dating at the time, I had dated her for 7 years. We broke up. She got married in 3 months.
Damn. Man.
That's a tough pill. And I was like, either I'm going to break or either I'm going to go do something great. That's where I was at.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was at that point. I mean, I'm in my house at night. I'm sitting there like, I'm down in Richmond. I don't even got no furniture in my house. I got a fly-ass apartment down right by the National Art Museum. You know what I'm saying?
What year? About what year was this?
This was 98.
Okay, got it.
98. Richmond was wild then.
I didn't want to say that, but
It
yeah,
was wild
Richmond
then.
was still a
I ain't had
wild spot.
And it was, I was at a point in my life, I ain't kidding. I ain't had no car, nothing. I used to just walk everywhere in Richmond.
Alex, man. Speaking of the PTSD piece of this, and it's important that it's good that you bring that up, man, and you could talk about it candidly, because I don't think like when I came back from Iraq, I'm not a
Yeah.
tough guy, man, but I wasn't afraid of stuff that I probably should have been
I
afraid
should have
of.
been afraid
You
of.
know what I'm saying? If somebody said something to me, I was ready
I'll
to
blow
lash out at them, knowing that somebody would pull a gun out and blow your brains out
Yeah.
here. But those are symptoms of
PTSD.
of PTSD.
I still
You
deal
still
with it to this day.
yes.
I just told you how I got into it with the man at the dang Little League Baseball
Right,
yesterday.
right.
Like the other people were scared. So I'm sitting there, and soon as he say something to me, I'm waiting. I'm almost waiting
right.
for him to say something to me so I can explode.
Yeah, and we, us, we
I'm
think
not
that
even
it's
and you said I'm not that type of guy.
yeah.
I'm not that type of guy.
We think that it's really kind of going back to our days because we from the country, but it's still a hood.
It's
We
hood.
think that it's
Back from the
related
hood
to that,
yeah,
but it's
not,
really the time in the military.
It's my time in the military.
That's right.
That's
a fact.
After I've seen some of the stuff that I've seen, I can't go back to the other side. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you were on the medical side of the
I was on the
military,
medical
so
side.
you seen.
I've seen people with their head blown all the way off.
That's right. Exactly.
I've seen people get beat with a baseball bat where their eye really get beat out their head. I've seen that.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I end up in New York, and I just leave Richmond. I'm on Comic View. I get on Comic View. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I'm either gonna explode, do something crazy, or like I said, I'm gonna go try to do something great. I'm going to do something great. I called my dad and my mom. I had like $900. I was working as an X-ray tech, but I'm paying my bills, smoking weed every day, drinking every day. Cause I ain't kidding. Yeah. I'm at that point. Credit fucked up. I don't even give a fuck no more.
Right.
Lost my car. I ain't had no driver's license. That's how I ended up in New York. Cause I said I gotta go somewhere I don't need a car.
Exactly.
So I was living in D.C. I'm driving my girl car at the time. I ain't had no license for like 5 years. I'm driving her car every day. In and out the gate at the base. They checking my ID. I had the plastic. They just didn't know if they ran it. It just ain't worth shit. I had the plastic so they can see it when they come. They just say, "Let me see your license and your ID." I show it to them. If they ever ran it, I was done.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at the time, I didn't care. Yeah. So I moved to New York. I'm up there. I can't find nowhere to stay. So I'm like, God damn. I'm like, I ain't coming home.
That's a harsh place to be without a plan.
It's hard.
Or a means to sustain yourself.
Oh, yeah. So I'm looking for a job. I got like $900. So every day I'm in this little hotel at first for like 2 or 3 days. Every day that shit like $180 a week. So like after about 2 weeks, I'm like, I'm done. I ain't got no money left. Yeah. I ain't getting no money in no comedy. I don't even really know the people. I'm still trying to get in. So now I'm finally found me a bartending job, and I told them I wanted to work overnights. I would work from midnight to 6, and then I would go sleep in the park during the day.
Man.
Until I saved up enough money to get me a room in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on up to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
The old school Brooklyn.
Old school Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Old school Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Where goddamn, I lived on Biggie's block. Don't
Really?
lie. I lived on Biggie's block. I lived on Fulton and St. James. Goddamn.
Yeah, it seemed all glamorous now when they talk about it in the history book.
Biggie was from 226.
Yeah.
St. James. And I lived at like 324 St. James.
Not real glamorous spot.
It's not glamorous at all.
No.
I seen niggas
Dangerous.
getting robbed and everything
Yes,
else.
indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
So I done seen the people get robbed on the subway. I done seen all that. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm looking back at that, I'm like, that was the PTSD, you know?
Did you do comedy?
I was doing comedy.
You still were doing comedy?
I was doing comedy.
Man.
But for them couple of days, I couldn't because I had all my shit with me.
Yeah.
I got all my shit in the back of the kitchen. So me and my buddy, we wasn't really making no money at the bar where we was working at. We working on 85th and Broadway. It was a nice little joint.
Mm-hmm.
So at like 4 o'clock in the morning, the city stopped selling liquor.
Mm-hmm.
That's when me and Jimmy started selling liquor. Me and this little Asian dude.
I didn't want to come out and say, so Alex, did you sell weed?
Yeah, so that's when we started.
No, you didn't sell weed, you sold
liquor. I'm selling liquor. So I'm selling Hennessy and coffee cups.
Right. Okay, so now you in New York City selling illegal prohibition liquor.
Yeah. So I ended up getting like $800. I had like $800 to my name. I said, man, I'm going to Brooklyn. Brooklyn at the time was the cheapest place to find a spot.
Yeah.
Plus my cousin Pinky was living there.
Mm-hmm.
Pinky was living up the street, so I moved up the street from Pinky. I moved, and there was like 3 other dudes that went to VCU with me that lived. So everybody that went to VCU all kind of lived in like a 3 or 4 block radius.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah, so we all just kind of hung, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what got me through up there.